A lot of people wait until they get a certificate. A lot of people wait until they retire. A lot of people say, oh, when I get rich, don't worry, I'm going to give value. I'm not giving value now. I'm not donating now. I'm not volunteering now because that's going to hold me back. It's going to take time away from me working on my craft. It's going to take time away from me getting experience. But I promise, wait, I promise when I get rich, I'm going to give back. I promise when I, finish that course, I'm going to give back. I promise when I finish 10 years of law school, whatever, I'm gonna give back, right? These people keep setting these future dates of when they're gonna give value, right? Or when they're gonna give back. A lot of these people even do have intentions of giving back, of giving value eventually. But the thing they don't realize is giving value is a habit. Everything in life that we do is based on a hypnotic rhythm. And if you don't get into that hypnotic rhythm soon, it gets harder and harder to get into, right? It takes a lot of giving for giving to be natural. Some of the most biggest donators to charity, some of the most biggest givers are people who gave before they had the means to give.
Eating to live, yeah, I'm living to eat. Catch me enjoying vegan recipes. Fame for chlorophyll.
Greetings, it's your boy Gartatia. I'm gonna be in and out on this one because I am running to work and I ain't trying to be late again. Today I'm talking about value. Value is so slept on. I was, about to do yoga class Saturday, right? Then I get this text, and this girl who, like 2 months ago, I told her about the yoga class. She was super into it. I was like, yeah, I got a yoga class. It's free. It's going to help you with your anxiety. It's going to help you, because she's really busy at school all the time. So this is just going to, give you so much more mental bandwidth to process that and just, help you relax and decompress. And she's like, super down, but, I'm traveling and stuff. So I'll definitely, take you up on that offer when I get back. So I'm like, okay, cool. Leave it in the universe. Lo and behold, she hits me up and is like, yo, I'm back. I'm super down. When's the yoga class? I tell her it's tomorrow. And then she's like, awesome. How can I pay you? Do you take Zelle, Cash App? And then I text her, I'm like, this is for the people. This is free. And then she's like shocked, like, oh, wow, thank you so much. And, she comes to the class, it's yoga by the pool. It's amazing. It's beautiful, just a wonderful time with friends and, just giving value. And somewhere the topic came up, I believe it was after I told them I was going to my client. And they was like, oh, so you do charge people? And I was like, yeah. And one of them was like shocked, and it was like, I'm surprised you don't charge us. Like, why did you not charge us? And I told them it's about giving value. It's not that, you shouldn't get paid for your value. It's just that I always try to give the most value that I can. One of my mottos is to give more than take, right? So one thing I like to do is before I try to charge people to give value, right? Because I believe money is energy. I just want to make sure the exchange of energy on my end, the offer that I'm making, is worth way more than the money they're giving. And the only way to know that is to first try that thing on me, see if it works for me, and then see if it can bring results for other people, right? So yes, the yoga and the breathing practices, they work for me and they worked for a few of my friends, but the main reason I'm teaching it for free, I'm trying to see if those same benefits can be realized, if people can get results in their stress reduction, if people can get results in their mental clarity, if people are getting results in their focus, people are getting results in, how long they're in flow state, because of my yoga classes. If I get enough people on that, then that's how I know, okay, this is a formula that I know works for people. I have A, B, and C to back it up. Then I might start doing paid yoga classes. Because in my opinion, I feel like for the exchange of money for value, I think that the value has to be at least 10 times, or the person has to perceive the value is 10 times worth than the money that they're paying, right? So say if they're paying $100 for something, for somebody to like just throw their money at you, they have to feel that that product is worth $1,000, right? I always say time is greater than money and value is more important than money. However, people will only give you their money on average if they feel that the results that they're getting is worth 10 times the amount of the money they paid. So off a little tangent, but I kind of just wanted to explain why I don't charge. It is partially because I just want to give value. A lot of these are my friends, but the greater half is I just want to perfect the craft. I just want to spend time, giving. But the thing is, even though I'm not a master of yoga yet, even though I'm not a master of breathing, the difference is a lot of people wait. A lot of people wait until they get a certificate. A lot of people wait until, they retire. A lot of people say, "Oh, when I get rich, don't worry, I'm gonna give value." I'm not giving value now. I'm not donating now. I'm not, volunteering now because that's gonna hold me back. It's gonna take time away from me, working on my craft. It's gonna take time away from me getting experience. But I promise when I get rich, I'm gonna give back. I promise when I, finish that course, I'm gonna give back. I promise when I finish 10 years of law school, whatever, I'm gonna give back. Right? These people keep setting these future dates of when they're going to give value, right? Or when they're going to give back. And then a lot of these people even do have intentions of giving back, of giving value eventually. But the thing they don't realize is giving value is a habit. All, as all things in life, right? Everything we do, are in hypnotic rhythms. That's what they call them. I didn't coin the term, but everything in life that we do is based on a hypnotic rhythm. And if you don't get into that hypnotic rhythm soon, it gets harder and harder to get into, right? So the hypnotic rhythm of giving, that's a hypnotic rhythm that takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of giving for giving to be natural. Some of the most biggest donators to charity, some of the most biggest givers are people who gave before they had the means to give, right? And you don't always have to give monetarily. You can give through your energy. You can give through the time you spend with people. You can give through money. You can give through, skills that you have, cooking. There's no limit. The higher limit to how you can give value, is remarkable. So a lot of people, shoot themselves in the foot because they wait until they think that they're in the right position to give. And then when they get to that position, because they're not used to giving, they find another excuse to why that they shouldn't give. Those are the people like, yeah, I have the money now, but if I give this homeless person $100, he's just gonna buy cocaine with it. Yeah, I have the money now, but if I give this person, $50, they're just gonna use it to buy alcohol. They're not gonna, use it to better themselves. So the brain will keep making excuses as to why to not give if you don't start giving before you have the means to really give at the highest level. I hope that makes sense. And I say all this to say, like, a lot of people like, they judge people based on, where they're at, right? They judge people based on, like, okay, just looking at you right now, you don't look successful. Just looking at you right now, it looks like you're throwing your money away. Just looking at you right now, that's stupid. Like, why are you just giving your money away? You should save. You should save. And I've always brought this analogy, like, if you show me like three types of people, and then like if you show me their habits, what they're doing, I can like tell you 10 years from now like who's going to be successful and who's not. And like one example was kind of thinking of, like, if you were to bring three men to me, like if you were to bring me a doctor, like, a brain surgeon, a lot of money, brain surgeon, right? But you show me his habits, right? What does he spend his money on? He's spending his money on girls. He's spending his money on nice clothes. He's spending his money on a nice car. And then you tell me, where's he going to be 10 years from now? I'll tell you, you know, whatever, right? So we have that. And then another person we bring on, right? Say we have the doctor. He spends his money on, clothes, luxury cars, nice house. Then we bring in the, let's say, engineer, right? He's not making as much money and he's just saving his money, right? Which is a step better. He's saving his money, right? And occasionally, here and there, he's being frugal, but he's saving his money. And you bring me in, a McDonald's, hi, welcome to McDonald's person, the cashier, but I look at his habits. What's he doing with his habits? He's living with his mom. He saved up, all his money to buy, camera photography equipment. And, with all his extra time, his free time, he's shooting free music videos for people, right? He's pulling up to family functions, to weddings. He's getting good at his craft. He's not the best at it. He's not getting paid, but he is just giving value, right? He's giving these families pictures. He's seeing them smile. He's exchanging contact information. He's going out. He's networking, right? And you ask me, if I look at these three guys, right? If I look at these three guys and who's going to be successful 10 years from now, I will put all my money into the McDonald's guy who spent most of his time, you know, not technically having money, but spent most of his time and energy giving value to others, being a service to others, being someone that others count on. If maybe the doctor's technically saving lives, but if one of those people were to die, I guarantee you more people would show up at the McDonald's camera guy's funeral, because he's helped so many people. He's helped so many people, record videos that they'll remember forever. He's helped so many people direct, sets, and, taking so many photos at weddings, that change people's lives. That person is going to be live on through others forever. Whereas that engineer who saved all that money for himself, right? Yeah, he might have, money, I guess, to give to his kids, but it stops there. He just saved up money and didn't really give value to anybody else. Even if he did eventually have plans to do that, that's not how the universe works, right? And people forget how the money and value and the time you spend, it's all energy, right? And the law of conservation of energy is energy is never created nor destroyed. It just transfers from one form to another. People seem to forget that all the time. Someone who is constantly pouring their energy into others, into genuinely giving value, they can't help but eventually the law of attraction is going to come back to them. That energy they put out, it's not destroyed, it's not lost, it's going to come back, because that's how the energy is, right? So it may not be tomorrow, may not be 3 years from now, may not even be 10 years, but somewhere along the line, that energy will come back to them. And it can come back in the form of money. Usually it is in the form of money. It can come back in the form of people wanting to spend time, give them value back. It can come back in the form of, time. People doing time to doing things for you, so it saves your time. You get into rooms that you would never walk in. You get to meet people you would never know, and then it's through these connections that you really get noticed, and someone can bring you to a platform, right, that you would never even imagine. And I was at this music video shoot last week, and the concept of the music video shoot was, famous. And I just love the concept. And we're shooting the scene, and essentially the whole scene is, everybody's laughing, sitting at the dining room table, right? And then the scene is the main singer comes in, and then he kind of sits down, and then everybody's like not laughing anymore, kind of avoiding him. He's the black sheep. And, the whole script is basically, he's been rapping all this time, and then his uncle asked him, like, yo, why you ain't famous yet? You still rapping about this? You still rapping about X and Y, getting money, having sex? You still rapping about, hitting a lick, so-and-so? Why you not famous yet, right? And I'm not going to spoil the dialogue, because, like, watch the music video. I'm in it. I know I probably look crusty right now. I didn't even brush my face yet, but I just get the video out. But essentially, that concept was brilliant, because it's like a lot of people, they just see surface level. They don't see you working that 9 to 5. They don't see you, with that nice job. They don't see you even going to school, right? And then, like, a lot of times they just group you like, oh, gonna be another failure to launch. Oh, another wannabe rapper. Oh, another wannabe, actor, right? A lot of times people don't see the benefit in things like art or artistic outlet, like rapping, and you know just things that are based in creativity that don't always bring like monetary results. And it's like, why you want to be famous? But that concept is like, a lot of people in life will kind of look at you where you're at now, right? And you could be an artist, you could be a rapper, you could be a singer, you could be an aspiring actress, a YouTuber, a TikToker. It doesn't matter. A lot of people look at that, right? And they may not see you with 1 million followers. They may not see you, with 1 million plays, right? And they'll judge you often. They'll say, what is he doing with his life? Like, he's wasting his life. They'll tell their kids, don't be like your nephew so-and-so. They'll tell, they'll talk to their siblings, like, your niece, like, you need to talk to your son, whatever, right? But what they don't understand is the law of conservation of energy, right? Even if that song is only getting viewed by one person, by two people, and you may never even know they're listening to your song, they may never even tell you or even like acknowledge that their song impacted them. But because the law of conservation of energy, right, their song made them feel a certain kind of way. And just by going into their hearts, right, that is a transfer of energy, and it will come back to you. It will come back to you. 1 year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, right? But the secret is you just have to, stay on the path. You just can't let those immediate, you want the immediate validation. But a lot of times it takes a long time to get to that point, for things to snowball and build that momentum to where it pays off. So yeah, I hope this helped, and just stay on your path, guys. I know a lot of you all are just grinding. Some of you are working on your passion, and a lot of people, it's easy to get discouraged. It's easy to feel like, why am I even doing this? But I just want you to know, like, listen, it pays off. The law of attraction never fails. You just have to stay dedicated, stay giving value. If you can ask one question every day and just ask yourself, how can I give a little more value every day? And if you just keep doing that, it will snowball, and there's no other way except not to be successful. Like, I have never seen somebody who's always focused on how can I give more value every day not be successful. Because that's not how the world works. You get more money the more value you provide. It's not the other way around. But yeah, I will make a more detailed video for this. I know this was kind of rushed, but I got to go to work. You know what I'm saying? As always, stay hydrated. Stay breathing in that good ass oxygen. And most importantly, stay basic. I love you.